Come to. Duck. Good recall. And that's what you got to have. Man, there's certain kinds of breeds that are just a certain way, and there's nothing you can do about it. Rhodesian Ridgebacks will always herd cats. Belgian Malinois will always bite. Shepherds will always protect. Labs will always want to hunt and move and do lab laps and jumpies. There's some things that should not be bred out of dogs. My point is, I don't want to lose any of these high speed breeds. These Malinois, these blue heelers, these red heelers, these Australian cattle dogs, they have a purpose. Now, definitely not for everybody. Definitely not for everybody. Not for anybody, really, unless you know what you're doing. And if you don't have any experience with them, you shouldn't get it expecting to have a pet, expecting to have, a good household pet. Some of these dogs might work out, but it's an anomaly. It really is. Couch potato Malinois are few and far between. Couch potato healers, damn near non-existent. They want to run, they want to bite, they want to fetch. They've all got very high ball drive, play drive. They just want to get it, son. They're wide open, like dirt bikes when you pin it. I mean, they just want to go, and I don't want that. I don't want that to be bred out of them. Unfortunately, if they don't get the proper exposure at a young age, and socialized at a young age, and a well kind of documented training regimen where they have exercise and they're kind of desensitized to, not everybody's the enemy, you're going to end up with a dog that's a liability, a dog that can and wants to bite you. Not you, if it's your dog. Duck would never bite me. Now, when you remember, look back at the videos, when I met her, she was ready to eat my guts, and she wanted to bite my neck, and she was going to chew on it twice and then come back to make sure. I mean, it was just how they are. Now, she had bad exposure, bad upbringing, some asshole got a dog that he never should have. And I want to discourage you from getting these breeds unless you know what they are. Phone a friend, man. Take one home. See if you can borrow one from a pound or something before you adopt. Don't commit to something that you can't handle. I'm not saying that you're not worthy. I'm not saying that you're not ready. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying some of these dogs will not fit into the average American lifestyle because they won't. They can't. It's impossible. These dogs are meant for it's like a mouse herding a cow. They've got this fearless, tenacious attitude, and that attitude is not discriminatory. It does not pick and choose. Now, the only exception to that rule is their family. Duck would never bite me. She would never bite my son or my wife. My other sons that don't live here, fair game. She'll tear their throats out. And that, unfortunately, my friends, is a liability. So it's something that will have to be managed until it's over. And that's not a good life for any dog to have. There's no freedom in that, being crated, pinned up, it's not a good life. So, these dogs, I wish there was a sanctuary for them, but whoever is willing to run that show and take on that responsibility, they're going to have double, triple, quadruple insurance because they can and will escape and bite. That's just what they do. It's inevitable. It's not probable. It's inevitable. So I'm not trying to discourage you from getting these dogs. I am going to say that I don't want that bred out. I don't think that we should mix heelers with corgis and poodles and shepherds. I think some of these breeds need to stay pure. They need to stay pure and in and of themselves for a reason, and the reason is for work. They're working breeds, and their work involves their teeth. Don't be lost on that. That's very important. You need to know that before you get into this. This dog, this little tiny insignificant dog, carries a lot more weight than so it's not easy, but it's wonderful, and I don't want that to be bred out of them. I think these breeds should stay pure for a reason. That is all. Love you, mean it. Stay salty. Duck, duck. Good girl, sit. Rule number one, good recall, good discipline. Good behavior and discipline. First day shit if you're going to have one of these dogs. That is all.